Hey everybody, welcome to season 2 of Lucas Live. I'm Lucas Tyndall, here live from the Canton City Fire Department. I have a special guest that'll be joining me in just a second, the fire chief himself, Mr. Akbar Bennett. Can't wait to see him. I'm so glad to have you guys. Welcome to our replay viewers. If you're watching this by replay, don't go anywhere. Stay right here. We're kicking off a brand new season. I want to thank everybody who was a part of season 1, who followed the show, who joined us from all the amazing guests we had, to days where we raised money, to moments where we told deep stories, to times when we had music and fun, to all the way to prom. Prom was a special Lucas Live Media event. It was so much fun. Shout out to Canton McKinley and the Canton McKinley students in their prom. That was so much fun. Thank you guys for joining us for that. You guys blew that up all over the internet. It was super cool. I hope you guys will share this broadcast today as well. Tag somebody, call somebody, tell a family member or friend. So they got the fire chief on there, and they're going to be talking about what it means, what fire safety is all about. What is his story all about? How did he come up in the ranks and put himself in a position to become the fire chief? We're going to be talking about that live today. We can't wait. You guys check out this intro, and we'll be right back with you.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Lucas Live.
Yes, come in. Back up, okay.
All right, everybody, welcome again. We're excited to have you guys here. Thank you guys for being here. We're live here at 5 o'clock. You may be getting off work, you may be driving home. If you're driving home, turn it on, but don't look at the screen. We don't want you to get messed up. We're also going to have some opportunities for some giveaways here on season 2. We're super excited about that. And we have a special episode tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for more information about that. I have the man here, Mr. Akbar Bennett. How you doing, my man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Very glad to be sitting here with you. We're live in the fire station. This is fire station what?
What is Station 1? It's a central station.
Station 1, Central Station. We are here moving live.
I have no idea where it's going.
So we are still going. We're going to find out in just a second. Let me check this out. I'm going to check on my phone. I should share it anyway. So let me make sure we're up and running and we're good. Seems like we froze. Maybe this video should start soon. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't know if you guys are watching. If we're live, that didn't do anything. We'll see here in just a second where we're at. And it says we're live. So
yes.
If we're really live, we are frozen.
It's still live.
Okay, we're still live. Okay. All right. Amanda's saying
froze. This is not.
Still live. Okay, good. Everything is still moving. It's frozen online. Okay, there we go. It's back moving again, it looks like. I think it looks a little delayed, and then we're frozen again. So we're going to get this together in just a second. We thank you guys for being here with us. We may restart this so you guys can see us live and moving. But we are here from Fire Station 1, Grand Central Station here in Canton, Ohio. And it looks like it's moving.
It's still moving.
All right. I see some stuff coming up. I see my wife there.
It's moving here, not there.
All right. So you guys let us know. Corinne, I see you there. Good to go. You are live. Let us know what you see in the comments. Hello, everybody. Make sure you guys share this broadcast. I'm going to go ahead and share it too. That's going to be an important thing to make sure that we share these broadcasts. I'll figure that out as well. So Akbar, sometimes things don't go away as planned, right? But that's what you do for a living.
Absolutely. You just figure it out.
Oh, every day, right? You just figure it out and you make it happen. So, a firefighter. Why did you get into the firefighting business? It is not something that everybody's looking to do. And I know we're going to talk about you hoping that more people will do it, but a lot of people don't want to risk their life to save others. Why did you decide to do it?
At the end of the day, it's not me. So it started off, my mother, actually my oldest brother, my oldest brother Richard.
Yes, I love Richard. You know very well. I know Pastor Bennett, that's my guy. He's a father. I don't even say father figure, he is like another father to me.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And so he actually, my mother saw something people with minorities within the fire department.
Okay.
So he ended up taking the test and he ended up getting hired. And then later on, another brother, Will, and he ended up getting the fire department in Akron. And so I followed soon thereafter in '93 and got on the fire department. Actually, we never had 3 brothers in the fire department at one time.
That's 3 brothers and 3 brothers. I
Yes,
mean, I don't think they have 3 brothers, and then y'all were literally brothers.
True.
On the Canton City Fire Department.
True.
Right. Yes. That's powerful.
Yes, so, and it was moving because we got a lot of brothers in the fire department.
Right, in a lot of ways, right.
So my older brother was a pioneer in his own way.
Right.
So, and then I got on the fire department, and then I just kind of like started to find my way. That's beautiful.
I mean, again, coming into the fire department when you were younger, were you thinking? I mean, you're a tall guy. Did anybody say, man, you should play football, basketball, baseball, sports?
Well, the true story is, I still have my old ID tag when I'm in the fire department. I was 6'1", 164 pounds.
Really? Okay, so that wasn't the thing that people were pushing at the time.
Yes, sir.
That is crazy. That's amazing. You look great, by the way. And coming into a role like this, to become the fire chief, it's not something that happens overnight. I remember you meeting with your brother, Pastor Bennett, at the church. I remember it was after Bible study one night. And you came in, and I remember him saying, my brother's coming, we're looking over some stuff. Because he's preparing for tests to move up in the ranks. And this was a few ranks ago, I want to say. It was several years ago. What's that process like? What does it take to move up in the ranks? It's not just we like you, we interviewed you, come on through. What was that process like?
No, sir. So originally what we tried to do is there's a group of books that they get. And so the first promotion exam, the first rank is captain. And so I studied for a year.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And so I would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and study at 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And what I realized was nobody was going to outwork me.
Okay.
And so, and that's one of the messages I was going to give out to people, that nothing is given to you.
Right.
So I took it. It was an opportunity, and I took it. So, I mean, I studied a lot.
Yeah.
And so for me, failure was not an option. So, yeah, so I made captain, and that was in 2002. And then the next rank was battalion chief.
Okay.
And I made battalion chief. We never had a black battalion.
Okay, so go back and break down the ranks. What is the progression? You come in as a what?
Coming as a blue shirt.
A blue shirt.
Blue shirt.
Okay.
Regular firefighter.
Firefighter, you're knocking in windows, you're coming through the roof, you're crawling in through smoke. Like that first level, you better buckle up because it's gonna be some stuff.
Yes, sir. You're gonna do it all.
You climb the trees, you do it all.
Bottom floors.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the entry level.
Level 1, right?
And so, and some people end up at that level, which is nothing wrong with.
Okay.
And that's one of the areas I had to grow within myself is everybody's journey is not the same.
That's fair.
And I've had to respect everybody's journey.
Yes.
And so again, so then when I made captain in 2002, that the captain is in charge of every particular fire station. Okay, he's in charge of, when the bell goes off, they respond to that particular fire station. Yeah. Then the next rank up is battalion chief. And the battalion chief, he is in charge of every fire station on a particular shift. So as we see here today, you met Doug Lewis.
Yes. Yeah.
He's the acting battalion chief.
Interesting.
So he's in charge of every fire station.
Okay.
On shift. The next rank up is what I made in 2015, which is the division chief. I got a black division chief before.
Okay.
And then fast forward to 2021, when I made chief, and of course, you know the story.
It's a powerful story. We're gonna talk about that story. It's really important that we think about this. What does it take, wherever you're at, whatever job you have, whatever aspirations you have for becoming something greater? What does it take? What work do you have to put in? How do you position yourself? What do you have to study? What do you have to learn? Lucas Law is about education, motivation, liberation. That's what this show is all about from day one. It's about educating people about things that maybe they didn't know, or maybe they heard something about but didn't know the full story. It was about motivating people because motivation is what takes you from knowing something to doing something, right? A lot of people know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of smart people, and being smart and unwilling to do something doesn't get you anywhere, right? And then liberation is the opportunity to be free, right? People are fighting for what they hope to be freedom, and sometimes people have the opportunity exists, but they won't go for it, right? Someone like yourself, where people could say, there's no way that you could be in this position. There's no way that you could do it. But you felt liberated to try. Why? did you think that you could get to this position?
I had an unbelievable mother.
Okay.
Who instilled the courage and the determination in me. And she would say, baby, nobody better than you. And that was what I wanted in the project.
Okay.
So she believed in me when nobody else did. She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Wow. And that's one of the things I always like to tell people is I wouldn't be here without her because she gave me a confidence and a will to never quit and never give up. So that I want to piggyback on what you said about inspiration.
Yes.
One of the phrases I like to use is procrastination is the thief of time.
So good.
So people always are putting off stuff. And I'm not knocking anybody, but let's just say throughout my lifetime, one of the worst words I've heard in the black community, the white community,
everything.
I'm about to.
Oh, I'm about to do something.
And I used to hear that all the time.
Yes.
I'm about to.
When are you going to get to this? When are you going to go back to school? I'm about to. When are you going to go for that job?
Yes, sir.
I'm about to.
I'm fixing to.
Yes.
And so that's one of the words that I got out of my vocabulary. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If I'm not, I'm not. And that's okay if you're not gonna do it. But don't say you're about to.
Right.
Because what that does is that gives you an internal false sense of security, a false sense of hope, and it also delays the reality. Wow. The reality is if you're about to, you ain't got nothing.
Wow. That's so good. I love it. Now listen, I've had the opportunity of talking to Akbar. You are a very education, motivation, liberate, all the things that we talk about in Lucas Live, that is just who you are. You're motivating people to do more. You have an idea of what it means to engage a community, right? And we're in a community right now that has gone through a lot, right? Every community has gone through a lot when it comes to COVID. But when we think about the Canton City community, a proud history, a proud tradition, great people like your mother. And I believe I did meet your mother, but I didn't meet her when she was Miss Bennett getting on the school bus to make sure all kids were good. Miss Bennett walking down the street to make sure police and everybody, make sure everything was good. But my mother always told me about Miss Bennett. And when I met your brother, she said, he's got to be a great person because who he comes from. And she said, Miss Bennett didn't play. Miss Bennett was there. Miss Bennett is Sweet Beach. She said, two ladies that were everywhere and on top of stuff. And she would always tell me about that. So when you think about taking education, motivation, liberation, when you think of those things, what do, if one of them stands out or if all three, what does it mean to you?
I love those three passionate phrases that you have because all of them within itself mean something.
Yes.
But the biggest one that I believe in is liberation.
Okay.
It's the freedom. And the freedom to be who you were destined to be.
I love it.
And so, not to get too deep,
Right.
I don't want to get
Hey, go for it. Hey, tell people.
I don't want to get too controversial on the show.
Let's just talk.
But let's just keep it. Can we keep it fun?
Let's do it. Let's do it. That's the only way.
So one of the things that I've observed is older people on Sunday, when they go to church, they looking up. Okay. Now, Monday through Saturday, you know what everybody else is doing? That's that. They're looking down on their phone. Ooh,
That's deep.
but you know what nobody's doing? Looking inside. To me,
Yes.
the Creator is giving me everything I need absolutely here.
Yes.
I'm not looking for anything outside what I've already been given.
I'm about to get up. I'm about to make you run around the box.
And so-
jump up and run around the box.
I'm just saying for me,
Yes.
I've had so many people in my career who tell me, I mean, I remember one time, can we keep it real?
Yeah.
I remember one time I was studying and some guys said, oh, I need to study. Jesus is going to be here. This is what I say for Canton. It's a true story. And you know what? It's a bad theology. I'm just saying. This is a true story.
It's problematic.
And he believed that.
Yes.
And so afterwards, no disrespect, but when I made Canton and he never got promoted his whole career, I'm asking him, how did that work out for you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my biggest thing is, Look inside.
It's in there.
It's in there.
It's in there.
Tap into what's already in there.
Yes.
Because when you look at outside of yourself,
Right.
or you are looking down,
Yes.
how you know where you're going?
That's a powerful message, and I love that with liberation. I also believe that the Creator gave us everything inside of us. He did not bring us, He did not send us ill-equipped. You don't send your men out on a truck without the things that they need.
Absolutely.
You send them out there ready to go, ready to face unknown circumstances many times. And I'd love to talk about what that's like. And when the siren goes off, but ladies and gentlemen, we're live here. So you hear some sounds, you hear the speakers going overhead, you may hear a truck go out of here. Who knows what may happen? We are literally live here at the fire station. So stay tuned and stay with us as you guys participate in that. I see you guys commenting. Thank you guys for I see you guys here. Look inside. Jasha, thank you for being here. Tyler, shout out to my man. We got more to do, of course, as always. And Miss J. Roman, thank you so much for being here. Our setup's a little different. We're here live, so my screen is over there. You know, I'm used to sitting right in front of my screen so I can see everything, but my eyes are good, so I can see the screen pretty good from here. I see you guys. Thank you guys so much for your participation. Thank you guys for your shares. Thank you, Amanda, for being here and pointing me at the right camera. I don't know if people point to the right direction. Okay, I'm looking over here, and she's like, the camera's over here. The one I need to look at is right here. Shout out to Amanda G. Dukes for always being here to help support and make this thing happen. So I love what you said. It's important. And we're going to get to a commercial break here in just a second, in a few minutes here. It's inside of us. So while we're looking outside, we believe in here, while we're looking outside, oftentimes we're missing the gifts that God was placed inside of us. And so we're prisoners to wishing, hoping, waiting for something to happen, and we're not doing, we don't even look inside. They don't even take time to play it long enough. Like you said, we're staring at our phones. Well, our Creator can help me understand what's already in there and give me answers. But if I don't apply it to find out, I'll never really know. So when you talk about equipment, let's talk about that. When somebody jumps on these trucks, what are they prepared for? What is that can help them handle the things that they face up?
Well, one of the most unique and amazing things about what we do, right, is we prepare. Okay, it doesn't happen, right? And every home is different. So you could go and you could have a house that's fully involved in fire, right? Or you could go and somebody can overlap. Okay. You can go with somebody.
Because you guys are firefighters and paramedics.
Yes, sir.
Right? It's like saying you guys, when you guys see these people show up, that same person may have been a paramedic coming to help you off the floor, or the same one coming to hook that hose up and come get you out of the house.
Yes, sir. And our men and women are amazing.
Yes.
People, and they see so many things that really stick with them. And so one of the biggest things that I'm working on right now is also the mental health aspect of our firefighters.
Yes.
Because they see a lot of stuff. And I can tell you some stories that would make you cry right now.
Okay.
Or make you feel some kind of way. Yeah. And they see it and they have to shake it off and go into the next call. Wow. And so, but to answer your question again, we got axes and hoses and we got electrical equipment. We got it all.
Yeah.
And so because at the end of the day, when that bell goes off, we don't know we're going to get into. But again, it's like kind of like some technical difficulties. You figure it out.
You figure it out. You figure it out as you go.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about this in just a minute because I'm interested in the mental health part. I think that's an important part for us to talk about because so many people are dealing with mental health issues from traumas and dramas and things they've been through. To sign up for a job that you know is going to inherently create traumas and things potentially is a serious call. It's a serious thing that you're doing. It's a serious thing that your men and women have signed up for. But we also want to talk about it from the fact that you guys are addressing it. And we want to talk about the fact that there's a need for more people to come into this field, right? We need people protecting us, right? We need people who can come and put the fire out and help us when we fall and do CPR and do the things that you guys do. So we don't want to miss those moments. Amanda, I think we're going to go ahead and take our commercial break now. We're going to thank our sponsors. First, we're going to shout out Restream. Let me thank Restream for sponsoring this show. Restream is what we're going live on. If you're interested in going live and multicasting, broadcasting to multiple platforms, we're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, but you might want to go to Twitch and there's 30 plus places you can go live to at one time through Restream. If you're interested in doing that, or using these capabilities for recording, for calls, for other things, it's all here in Restream. The link is in our description here today. We want you guys to check that out, along with our other great sponsors. We're going to go to our commercial break now.
Our viewers want to see the products and services that you provide. Don't make them search the internet and find your competitors. Give the people what they want. Make it easy for them by advertising your products and services here on Lucas Live. We'll create a professional commercial for you and play it live for our viewers. If you're ready to grow your reach and take your business to the next level, email us today at ads@lucaslivemedia.com.
Hey, everybody. All right, so listen, this is hilarious. I said to Amanda, I said, how long we got for this commercial break? And she's like, back. All right, I still need to share this thing, so let me go. Okay, there we go. Shout out to my wonderful wife, also Corinne Tyndale. Shout out to Corinne Marie. She's put together many of our commercials for our sponsors. And we also have room for other sponsors. If you're interested in possibly being a sponsor here on Lucas Live, let us know. We will have more sponsors. There's more special events coming up. I'm going to let you guys know about tomorrow's show and other things coming up in the future. But today we want to continue to hear about this journey. And if you guys hear live sound, that's live sound. That's real. That's happening. The trucks may be coming in. I hope fire truck may run out of here. That happens. We're going to turn the camera guy. We're going to jump on the truck. And we're going with them. No, we're going to see what's going on. We ain't doing all that. You're not going to let us do all that. But we're going to, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we were talking about mental health aspect. Yes, sir. All right. How do you guys help people when they go to the scene of an accident and it's a motorcycle accident? That person is not looking at it. It's a gunshot wound. It's a murder. It's anything. And you're going there and you're doing CPR on somebody who they're bleeding out. There's all kinds of things going on. How do you help people who come back to the scene? It's like, okay, go lay down. The siren might go off again in an hour for all we know. How do you guys deal with that?
Well, especially as African American in our community, when it comes to mental health, that's one of the things that you never really track. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's our crazy kid, or that's whoever.
True.
And so
They just have a drinking problem. They're trying to numb that pain, but you don't address it.
exactly. So as I've gotten older and I've had my own personal experiences with family members or friends, educating myself about it, it's one of those silent illnesses that we need to address. So we have multiple people. We also have outside services that and so every time there's a call that we think rises to that level, we always check on and do something called a postmortem. Okay, we'll go and talk, hey, how you doing? Are you okay? And also we make services available that are anonymous. Because some people get embarrassed. They don't know. So, because it's a macho, industry, right? And so we also make them know let them know that there are services out there you can see. Because as much as I think that I know, I'm not a professional. So I can, put my arm around and pat on the back, but there are professionals out there that deal with that kind of stuff on a daily basis. So we maybe got to be able to do that.
I love that. It's so important. And to anybody who's having any issues with mental health, we got to reach out to somebody. We got to speak up. We have to say something. We have to stop hiding these things and not getting the help we need. And that's a big issue. I'm sure we'll address it some more. But now let's talk a little bit about your vision for the Canton City Fire Department. Great. Akbar Bennett is now the fire chief. People are excited. It's in the news. It's national. That's also national news outlets. I'm like, this is amazing. This is my guy. It's like it's really making headlines what you're doing. But the story is going. I know for you, the story goes beyond a black man was hired in a key position, right? You are more than that, right? Like your legacy and what your reach, right? And I know you said this, men, women, minorities, otherwise, you want to bring people onto the fire department. You want people to understand it's something of honor. So when you think forward about where you want to see this fire department 2 years from now, 5 years from now, what does success look like for you? That's a question he asked me, by the way.
Like that.
That's his question. Someone know his question to him. And I think everybody needs to write that question down in whatever field you're in, every industry, relationships, children, family. What does success look like to you? What does success look like to you 2 years from now?
I love that. So first off, I just want to say, it's not about me.
Okay.
I didn't get here alone.
Yes.
And I'm not going to be able to do it alone.
Okay.
So it's going to take the community.
Yes.
It's going to take the mayor. It's going to take the city council. It's going to take the community to realize that our fire department needs to be more diverse.
Okay.
It needs to reflect the community.
Yes.
And so what happens is we have to understand that it's always been a white male dominated industry.
Okay.
And so my job is to get out there and bring the fire truck to the city.
Okay. Let me see it.
Yes, sir. And let them know that this is yours. We are, and one of the things I always see, with all the, you talk about Black Lives Matter, and you talk about all the civil unrest going on.
Yeah.
We need to get
Hey,
police
413,
officers and firefighters. We are public servants. So we are here to serve.
Not to control, not to dominate,
No,
to serve.
we're here to serve. And so that's my core value is when we go out to the fire truck, just like I love Jay-Z's line when he said about his daughter, go ahead and believe you can lean on it, you own it. I want little kids to come to the fire truck, get inside.
Wow.
This is your fire truck.
Wow.
This is your animal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so connecting them to that. My brother Richard always told me something a long time ago. So most lawyers, kids become lawyers, or most doctors, kids become doctors.
They see
it when they see
Yes.
it. So what I want to do is I want to make that connection, that nexus, and say, you know what, you can get firefighter, right? Touch it. Let me talk to you. Come here. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the core values I want. So 2 years from now, what I want is continue the progression of a more diverse fire department.
Okay.
But also, I'm going to be starting a program within the next year called Operation Heartbeat.
All right.
And what that's going to be is my goal is to teach every male and female between the ages of 16 and up proper CPR, and also how to use an AED. Because I eventually want to see the Canton be the safest city in the country.
That is incredible. Shout out to all of our healthcare workers, child care workers, elderly care workers, everybody out there who has had CPR trainings and is prepared. It's something that I took many times, probably with the fire department and others who did training on that when I worked with kids for many years. And that confidence, I remember my mom, she was a nurse, and she said, I know how to use CPR, I never want to have to use CPR. And she said, especially with somebody I know and love. She said, but I know how to do it, and I will always make sure I know how to do it. It's empowering, sir, to do that. And if everybody can do it, and if everybody is ready to use an AED, we live in a safer society, sir, right? So let's talk about this real quick. When you talk about this, what are some similarities and differences between a fire department paramedic and the police department, right? There's a lot of issues of where people are lacking trust, especially in inner city communities, with their police department. You're talking about you pull the truck up, come over to the truck. Well, don't y'all roll with the police department? I'm not sure if I want to touch their car, because if I touch their car, you might put my hands on the car and it may be a tragic scene. So I'm not sure. I think you guys are the same, and I don't know if it's different, if it's the same, or if it's the people in the Help us understand how we learn to trust our public servants, as you were saying.
First of all, shout out to the Canton Police Department.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a friend of mine. Yep. And so we work together to try to make Canton the safest place.
That's awesome.
One of the biggest things that I try to tell people is you try to control what you control. And what I control is Canton Fire Department.
Okay.
And we can be a beacon of light, and we can be an example for not only other fire departments, but other civil servants.
Yes.
And so I tell people, when that bell goes off, what can you expect from us?
Okay.
Again, what success looks like.
Yes.
What it looks like is whether you are the poorest person in the city of Canton, or whether you're the governor of Ohio, you will get treated exactly.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. Wow. If there's an incident and somebody was shot, we're not there to judge whether you did it or you're the victim. You're going to be treated the same. Wow. That's what success is. So I control my environment, keep my men and women right and tight, and hopefully that can spill over to any other entity out there that's watching. I want to be the change that I want to be.
Yes.
And that's what I said.
That's incredible. And so important for us to think about that. Like, so often, we grow up in the hood, we be like, man, you call 911 if you want to. It may not be too fast. We had the jokes about you got to change your voice, give you a different accent. They won't deliver a pizza over here. The insurance in that ambulance fast. But your idea is success looks like it doesn't matter if you're someone known as if you're a local drug addict or whatever it is, that you are treated with love and respect, and we're not going to treat you differently because, well, you're OD on, well, you shouldn't have been doing those drugs. You shouldn't have been out here shooting each other. You're going to rush to the senior and get going.
My mom would always say, that's somebody.
Wow.
And here's another thing I was telling you. Be aware of your surroundings and your environment. When you driving off the highway and you see somebody hold a sign and they're saying something about they want food and they want money, just remember one thing. Nobody went to high school and said they want to graduate and stand on the side of the road holding a positive sign.
Wow.
Nobody planned on being in their circumstance.
Yes.
So just have a little bit of empathy and compassion, and just remember that nobody planning on being in a bad spot.
Yes. There's somebody. Every time we see somebody out there, we have to remember somebody, shout out Miss Bennett, implanted it, instilled that in you, and that's a legacy and something you've lived by. Now let's talk a little bit about the history of the fire department itself here. You showed me a wall of the history there and how that kind of progressed and how things have gone. When you look at that, what do you feel when you see yourself now at the top of that big group? When you see yourself knowing what it took to get there, what do you feel when you walk down that hall and look at those pictures?
The first thing I think about is I'm standing on the shoulders of great men and men that came before. Wow, that's the first thing I think about. And I think about that there were African American firefighters, especially, who went through things that I didn't have to go through. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm always going to pay homage and always appreciate their journey. Yes. And my journey is just a culmination of the work and the sacrifice and the things that they had to deal with.
Right.
And it's a culmination of a lot of the things that they went through.
Including your brother.
Yes, sir.
Who's on that wall.
Shout out
again. Shout out to your brother.
Shout out to Richard Bennett.
Spring Family Church. Shout out to Richard Bennett. We love you guys so much. And all of the family, all of your sisters and brothers. You came from a big family. So let's talk about that now. You went from living in this city, inner city, growing up, to literally a superhero fighting to help keep this city safe. Tell us a little bit about life growing up in Benton.
Youngest out of 12 kids.
Okay, all right. Youngest of 12.
I'll just tell you a little quick anecdote.
Okay.
So I remember one time being in the grocery store with my mom. And back in the day, there was no EBD card.
Okay, right.
There was actually food
stamp.
stamps. So now, in 2021, you can kind of hide.
You like you got a debit card. Nobody knows.
You can act like it's a
I know. Right.
You wouldn't hide that.
They would keep on. They didn't see them.
And so I remember in the grocery store with my mom, we about to check out. We got a cart full of food, and she about to whip out them food stamps, and I saw somebody I knew. Man, I'm like, Mom, I forgot something. So I made up something to get out of line so that the person that I knew didn't know that we was on food stamps. Yeah. These are the things that you just never forget. Yeah. These are the impressions that motivate you. And so we grew up, but here's the beautiful part about it. We had love. I love it. We had so much love.
That's priceless.
It not only was it priceless, but it put me in such a confident state of mind that we didn't know we was poor.
That's what my mom always said. She said, poor relative. She's like, everybody around you is about the same economic status. You have joy, love, peace. You have the things that we all say, fruits of the spirit. We have the things that rich people are looking for what you have.
And the other thing I wanted to say, just to veer off a little bit, I want people to understand we got to redefine what success is.
Yes.
So you can be a bad person, right? And tomorrow you win a lottery and you win $10 million. All of a sudden, are you successful?
Good.
No, sir. No. You can be a mailman. You can be an electrician or a plumber. You're a good father or a good mother. You provide for your kids. You mind your own business. You bring the good kids. That's success.
Yes.
And so we have distorted what success looks like. Yes, I am a fire chief, right? But if I didn't handle my business and if I didn't give back to my community, am I really a success? No. So it's too much is given, much is expected. So it's what you do with what you got. Yes. And so for me, I see, you see people on TV, the rappers and music people and stuff like that. They do anything, but yet they don't give a rip about the community. They don't give a rip about the kids. you're not successful in success. And I don't care, and nobody can convince me otherwise.
Right, right. How much money, how much jewelry, how much, how many cars you got?
Listen, the only star I know is in the sky.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It's what you do.
Yeah.
And so, but anyways, to make a long story short, for me, what I'm excited about is people knowing my story, knowing where I came from, and them saying, you know what, I can do that too. And absolutely you can. Because there were no fire trucks and ambulances in my neighborhood. But yet I became the fire chief of the city that I grew up in.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing. But it doesn't mean anything if I can't be an inspiration to the other kids out there to say, you know what, I can do that. And you know what, you can do twice as good as me. You know why? Because I didn't have it.
You didn't have a tangible physical vision of your future by seeing someone like you.
No, sir.
And now some kid sees you, somebody's watching this. Tell your kids, tell your nieces, nephews, grandkids, children to check this out, to watch this, to see this, because it's a lot of times I think we struggle to have a vision because we don't. Vision comes from inside, right? You said start inside. Yet sometimes it helps. It always helps. If you can see somebody there, that helps you then internalize it. If you take that time to be still and be quiet and know how powerful you are, and it's in there, like you said earlier, you can then take that time to look in and say, could I manifest what he's doing outside?
And you're exactly right. But once you look inside, and once you look yourself in the mirror, now you gotta understand you might not like what you see.
Okay.
And now what you gonna do?
Then you may not like what you have to do to fix it.
Absolutely. So
Right.
now what are you gonna do?
Right.
It's like a now what moment.
Right.
But that's okay. Because what it is that's growth.
Yeah.
Because now, how are you gonna know where you're going if you don't know where the floor is?
That's so good. And that, not know where you're going if you don't know where the floor is. I want you to explain that. And then I want you to explain it also, not only theory of it, because I know that's something that you said, and it's so powerful. But I also want to know, as a firefighter, that means something too. Because you guys go into places literally trying to find their way on the floor in the dark. And it's not TV dark where there's light on for the movie.
You ain't saying nothing.
You can't see it. What do you mean when you say find your floor?
Find where you are in life. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And own it. And say, you know what? I could be a better father.
Yeah.
I can work hard. I can do this. I can do that. And then say, okay, now I can do this. Now, what does it take for me to be able to do it? Right. And you don't have to. And here's the other thing people do. They try to reinvent it.
Right.
they try to outthink the process.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stop that.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're procrastinating.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to go to college, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this extra class. Is that extra class going to be fun to me? No, but I like that. Stop it.
Stop it. Waste your time and money. Why are you doing it?
Time and money.
You're procrastinating.
So find your floor.
Yes.
And every day I find my floor. Every day when I sit down, I put 2 feet on the ground and say, okay, where am I? Am I progressing or am I digressing? Wow. And then from there, I have an honest conversation with myself and I move forward and I do the things that it takes to correct what I do.
I love it.
I'm telling you, man, and get back to yourself. I challenge everybody out.
All right.
When you are in your community, just do one little social experiment. Sit back, go to the mall or go to a park or something like that, and see how many people have their head down on their phone. And the only thing I want to know is if you got your head down, how you know you're going?
Wow. How you know where you're going?
How you know where you're going? You got your head down.
You don't know what's going around. You don't know what's happening.
How do you know where you're going? You ain't going nowhere.
Right. You're on the treadmill.
You're on the treadmill.
You have to want you.
Yes.
That's what it means when you talk about finding our floor and procrastinating.
Yes.
How often in life we find ourselves just doing things to say we're doing.
Yes.
Right? I always joke that I don't like liars, triers, and bears. Oh my, right? Liars, triers, and bears, right? Liars are people who are lying about everything. I'm doing all kinds of stuff that I do. Don't lie. You don't know there's a lie. Do what you do. Live how you live. It's your free right. You have the choice. You don't have to lie to me. Yes. Don't make me feel any better that you're lying. Triers are those people you're talking about. Every time you see them, what are you doing? I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to get in school. I'm trying to get on the front door. I'm trying. Nobody open the door. Nobody give me a chance. I'm trying. Are you really? Or are you just saying that to feel good about what you're not doing? Because you're on the treadmill of life. And bears are people who are always barely making it in life. Like you're barely make it. You're barely here. You're struggling through life because you're lying, you're trying, and that's why you're barely getting here. So I always challenge people like this, like you tell people, you gotta get up and do something.
But I don't always want to put a negative thing. So let's flip it to the positive.
All right, let's do that. I like that.
Here's the positive. The beautiful part about it, every day is sunlight.
Yes.
So every day is a new opportunity to make yesterday better than
Woo! I love
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
So my biggest thing is the positive flip is this. Once you flip that switch and you say, okay, I'm going to be better, then that's when life can be. Wow. But until then,
The stuff you looking at me or you want to talk about it.
stuff like that.
That's so important. That's so important. I hope you guys are getting some education, motivation, liberation here on this live today. Again, we want to thank those of you who are out there. Thank you guys for your comments. I see Trayvon Jackson. Shout out to my guy T Jackson, all caps. Glad you're here. Thank you for being here. A little late, but you're here. Glad you're here, my man. I see some other people jumping in. Is that okay? My man John BMC, shout out to him. Glad that we got to get back together for season 2. Thank you everybody who was on season 1. Thank you guys again for all your love and support. We're going to have a lot more going on this season, as you guys see. We're getting through this COVID thing. We can now sit together again. Can you talk to us in our last few minutes? Talk to us a little bit about what was it like to be a first responder, right? Hospitals are first responders, but a lot of people who ended up there, you responded to them so that you could get them back to those responders, right? You're going into situations where you're like, is he safe? Am I going to be, you know what I mean? Like, you guys had to go face the people. You guys couldn't say, well, I got to stay 6 feet away from you when, I might have to do CPR. I got to get you out of this fire. I can't, there's no social distancing when it comes to that. What was that?
First of all, I just want to shout out to all of the firefighters across the
Yes,
country.
absolutely.
Also, want to shout out to all the nurses out there, all the first responders, including the police officers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they was out there doing their thing too.
Yes.
So I remember where I was when COVID first really hit home for us. Okay. When we had our first firefighter that tested positive. Oh man, that was the thing.
Shakes you up, you're like, what does that mean?
Well, it didn't shake me up.
Okay.
It shook me up. If you stay ready, man.
Get ready.
So I stayed ready. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? No.
Right.
I'm just keeping it real. So, but it was a challenge. It was a challenge because not only are we out there trying to take care of the people, we still got to take care of our people. So, with PPE and stuff like that, it was a challenge going and who's affected in 6 weeks, so just all these things.
Right.
But here is the beautiful part about it. But we're better than we ever been.
Okay.
We have learned, we use technology, and everything that came along with learning about the disease and everything that it came around with, we're learning everything. It's a beautiful thing. Listen, life gives you lemons, you make
Lemonade. Yes, I love it.
I love it.
You don't back down. And so, in theory, your thing is, you say ready, you don't have to get ready. You're always ready for what may come. You work in a field where, in the middle of your sleep, here at the station, the alarm goes off. That's a normal thing. You jump up. You guys got to find a way to gather yourself, get ready, and get ready to save somebody's life. We have a pandemic hit us. Everybody feels unsafe, and you guys are still activated, but you were ready to learn.
Let me tell you real quick. So
Yes.
I know you might not have real quick.
Yes.
So just to put a real human face on it. First fire we went to. I go there, I've been on the job maybe like a couple months, and I'm excited, I'm ready to go, and I'm pumped up, I put all my gear on, ready to go, and as soon as I got up to the scene, it freaked me out. I'm like, wow, I'm about to go into somewhere where people are trying to run out, right? So I get off the truck, I got my gear on.
I always thought that. What is it like?
I fires going everywhere, people screaming, and I get off the truck, and guess what happened? Take 2 steps, boom, I fall out of my face. There's a little fence there.
Wow.
I fell out of my face. And everybody was kind of looking around. And at that point, I had 2 choices. I could have stayed there, wall around, or I could get up, brush myself off, and do what I got to do.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Akbar Bennett, Fire Chief, Canton, Ohio. Amazing stories. There's not enough time today for us to talk about everything. So we're going to have to do this again.
Absolutely.
All right, that was a guarantee. All right. We're going to go sit in your office one day, and we're going to have part 2 one day. We'll sit back down and talk about this, or gather together at a time where you're gathering with others as you work with youth in our community, as you pull that fire stuff. We want to pull our cameras up, and we want to see what you're doing out there and show people that this is more than just a notion, more than just what you're saying right here. leaving this garage, taking these trucks out there to the community and showing people that our firefighters and our fire department is something you can touch, something you can reach, something you can become. We want you guys to start taking time to look inside and realizing your power. I love what Akbar, I almost want to call him Doctor. He's so brilliant. Every moment I've spent with him, the insight and the wisdom that he shares constantly, the love, the humility, the passion, the reverence for your brother, your mother, your family. A lot of people, when they get to a place like this, all they talk about is themselves. When I'm with you, all you talk about is everybody else. All you talk about is your community. All you talk about is your family. You're really about other people. If you could give people a closing message to inspire them as they leave, to motivate them to do something different, what would you say to them?
Be the change you're looking for. Own it. Because at the end of the day, if you are looking for something outside of yourself to change the circumstances, you don't have it. And I'm just being completely honest with you. Look inside yourself. Your creator, whatever you believe in, because I do believe in a creator, he's giving me everything that I need. And so tap into yourself. Quit looking for the outside stuff. And how's it working out for you? Yes. Look within, get motivated, find your floor, and figure out what you need to do in life to get off that floor.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Akbar Bennett. And you guys stay tuned. We have some things we're going to do as we wrap this thing up to all our replay viewers, to everybody. We're going to tell you guys how you can participate in some special giveaways we're going to be doing here on season 2 of Lucas Live. Don't go anywhere. Check out these sponsors. Make sure you pay special attention to our sponsors this season, because that's going to give you some special opportunities to be our winners this year. We're going to go to our commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, the process can be stressful. Why not have an expert help you take the guesswork out? Brianna Lehman, realtor at Keller Williams Legacy Group, treats all of her clients as if they're her only one. She works diligently to ensure that every real estate transaction is stress-free and pleasant. She builds lasting relationships with her clients because her job does not end when the deal does. Contact Brianna today to discuss your buying or selling options at 330-265-9079.
Are you looking to give your vehicle a luxury upgrade? Look no further, we have just the right touch. Flawless Touch Window Tinting has professional technicians who will enhance the appearance of your vehicle through window tinting, auto detailing, or audio installation while maintaining the integrity of your vehicle. To inquire or schedule your appointment, call or text 234-410-6857. Flawless Touch Window Tinting, professional installation with affordable pricing.
We want to thank you guys for being here with us. Now listen, we want you guys to join our text community. We had a text community we started last season, but we have a brand new community this year we want you guys to be a part of. There's not going to be a bunch of crazy group messages, don't worry. I know I'm not going to get a group message and be a part of some text and somebody talking about the casserole and the stuff in the oven and the grandma. I don't even know. I didn't want to be a part of this conversation. Send it to the person you're talking to. So that's not what this is. This is a text community that's going to give you guys insight and pull you guys closer to the show, to announcements, to prizes, to behind the scenes access to some things that we're doing. So right now, I want you guys, as soon as we're done, you guys are going to text live to 330-583-6111. That's 330-583-6111. All you gotta do is text live to that. And you guys are going to be entered. It's going to give you some access. We're going to go in there and answer some questions. Put your name, put your age, put your gender, put your stuff in there. The more information we have about you, the better we'll be able to serve you. If we know you're a lady of a certain age, it may be something nice that we can offer you from one of our sponsors or one of our special giveaways. So please let us know. Please take the time to fill that out. Again, whether you're here live or by replay, we thank you guys for joining us here on our season kickoff. We're going to do a 2-show kickoff. Now, this show normally, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. We're going to do this Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern. We want you guys to join us. And I know some people are getting off work and rolling. I know a lot of people are working from home. You may be cooking. You may be getting things ready for the evening. But please tap in, tune in, check us out each week. And we're going to come back here with Akbar Bennett. Trust me, we're going to be doing a part 2 here someday soon. But you guys, I want you guys to make sure that you check out our sponsors. We're gonna have one more commercial break because that's gonna give you a special chance to win. You're gonna wanna pay attention because we're gonna be doing some quizzes and some information that you guys are gonna wanna know about. So make sure you guys check them out and make sure you join this community. Make sure you text that number and become a part of the Lucas Live Media community. We have some great things going on this year with the Hall of Fame, some things at Centennial Plaza, and tomorrow we're going to be live from the Canton McKinley High School football locker room with the interim head coach, Antonio Hall. You guys have heard the stories. You guys know there's a lot going on. Whether you're here from the Canton community or anywhere around the world, you may have heard about what's going on around here. Tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to shine some light on a dark situation. It's a challenging time, right? But as Akbar talked about today, making a difference in the community and being positive in the community in spite of the things that's going on. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna stay ready so we don't have to get ready, as Akbar told us. So when we talk to Antonio tomorrow, it's gonna be about shining some light on the future of the program. Where do you go from here? How do you get that many coaches? How do you recover from something like this? How do you deal with the health of the children, the mental health, the struggles, the pain of the community, the vision? And I'm not saying he has to answer all those questions. I'm not saying he has to be the guy for all the solutions, but we gotta talk about these things in the community, and we have to come together. I want to do one last shout out to my guy, Marquis Watkins. If you guys are looking for a special fitness opportunity, check out Marquis Watkins at United Boxing Club here in Canton, Ohio. Over on Words across the fairgrounds. He's doing some great work. A lot of people seen the videos. You might have seen me in there throwing some jabs, a couple hooks or something. You know what I mean? If you check it out and you saw it and you're interested, he has men's classes, women's classes, kids classes, and he also has individual sessions that you can be a part of. You guys check out these great sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Are you having a hard time finding the time to clean your car? Or how about the furniture that hasn't been cleaned since you bought it? Pristine Steam Wash of Canton, Ohio offers mobile steam cleaning services such as auto detailing, furniture and upholstery, area rugs, restaurant kitchens, and general steam cleaning services. For more information and to schedule your appointment, go to www.pristinesteamwash.com or call or text 330-704-6867. Pristine Steam Wash. They don't just clean, they clean with benefits.
The sun is out and it's the perfect time to start preparing your lawn. Spending time outside with family is a must this year, so that means more upkeep for your yard. Let L&G's Landscaping take care of or renovate your lawn. While they specialize in larger lawn care, you can see a full description of services by visiting their Facebook page at L&G's Landscaping or message them to book an appointment or to get a free estimate. Don't wait. Book with L&G's Landscaping today.
All right, and we're back. All right, everybody. I don't know. Amanda's backstage. She's behind the scenes laughing. I don't know what just happened. I don't know if I was talking, saying the mic on or something live. And stop having fun. This is a real show, right? We're having fun. It's been a great time here. Akbar, at this moment on the show, I was supposed to give some education, motivation, advice. But somehow you stole the show already. Okay, you already did all of that. You educated everybody. You motivated everybody. And I believe you liberated somebody today. You gave them an opportunity to be free, and you talked about the things that matter most to you. This is a legacy, okay? And I guess the last thing I'd like you to talk about is what you want people to remember when your days here are done. I don't know if you got. I don't know how often you suit up anymore. I'm guessing that's not a thing. You said you can if you want to. You told me that. You said if I want to show up, I can show up. But if I don't have to show up like that. But when it's all said and done, and somebody else is walking down that hallway and sees your picture on there, what do you want them to remember about you?
I just want them to remember, Maya Angelou said something that I'll never forget. She said, people won't remember what you said or did, but they will remember how you did it. Yes. So I just want people to feel the ability that they can do whatever they want to do, and not just a slogan, what you've been doing, because I'm a living body. And so if people can sit back and think about, hey, Akbar, you know what, go ahead, he came from the project, he came fire chief, you know what, I can do that too.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it ain't about me, all right, it's about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for being here for season 2, the kickoff episode 1, season 2, Lucas Live. We have more to do. We'll see you guys tomorrow live from McKinley High School here at 5 p.m. Thanks, Akbar. You were great. Appreciate you, my man. We'll see you guys here next time. Everybody have a great day.